Hello there. This is your healing toolbox. I am so excited to have you here with me today. My name is Nu Vang, and I created this toolbox with love and excitement and joy because I just want to share everything that has worked for me in my healing journey and share that with you. And whatever resonates, whatever tool works for you, I want you to take that to help you manifest your dream life, or to help you on your healing journey, or just to help you even process emotions on a daily basis. So if you're ready, let's get started. The first tool that I want to start off with is journaling. I'm sure you've heard of journaling before, and I just think that even though it's talked about so much and it might sound overrated, but it is really a tool that I have used to help me on my journey. And I think it's a great tool for self-awareness, for processing your emotions, and even processing events, things that has happened. And then through that, you gain so much clarity. I want to talk a little bit about journaling and the different processes because there's so many journaling books out there that it can get overwhelming. So here I just shared with you the 3 kinds that I've used in the past, and those are bullet journals, blank journals, or lined journals. And it really depends on your style and what you prefer. And maybe you just prefer journaling on your computer and typing it out. That is also another option as well. I really see journaling as ways to jot down notes or to brain dump, right? When you have so many things on your mind can become really confused and clouded. So being able to jot down notes and brain dump in your journal is really helpful. Or sometimes if you feel like it and if it's needed, you might need to tell a full-on story, and that's totally fine as well. I do want to remind you that journaling can be done any time of the day for any length of time, right? Sometimes we hear these guidelines of journaling every day for 20-30 minutes, right? So I don't believe in that. I don't believe that everyone needs 20 minutes. So really listen to yourself and really see what you need that day, right? Because some days you might just need 1 or 2 minutes, and then other days you might need 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Sometimes I journal up to 2 hours, but I probably do that only like once a month or once every other month. So really see journaling as something that is working with you, right? You're using it as a tool to work for you, to help you create your best life, to help you in whatever goals you have, to help you with your intentions. So it's important to keep in mind that only use journaling if it works for you, right? Try it out, and if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't vibe well with you, then that's totally okay. You can drop it and try something else. The next tool is meditation, and I'm sure you've heard of meditation before, but just like journaling, meditation is so helpful and can be so useful if it works for you, right? So I would like to read you a quote from Headspace that I really enjoyed while I was doing some research. It says, "Meditation isn't about becoming a different person, a new person, or even a better person. It's about training in awareness and getting a healthy sense of perspective. You're not trying to turn off your thoughts or feelings. You're learning to observe them without judgment. And eventually, you may start to better understand them as well." There are so many things that can be said about meditation, and I'm sure you've heard of some of them. And I just want to share my unique perspective of what meditation is and how I view it and how I use it, so that maybe you could learn something and then maybe you could take what you like and try it out for yourself. So I really see meditation as being still with yourself, right? We are so busy in this modern world that it's hard for us to just take a few moments every day to even remember to take those moments to be still with yourself. So if you have a meditation practice, it's more like kind of like a reason or an excuse to be with yourself, to be still with yourself and reconnect. And that leads me to the next point of reconnecting to yourself. You are really sitting down or standing up or laying down and reconnecting to you. It really helps slow you down because we do live in a world where everything is fast and quick and in the moment. So meditation really helps you slow down, which is probably the hardest part because in my experience, I definitely grew up working a lot and being very productive. And when the thought of slowing down comes into mind, I really didn't like it. But eventually I found the value. I found the reason why I needed that time. I needed that meditation to slow myself down. When you have that time and the space to be with yourself, it gives you time to process. It gives you that space to process and just to be yourself, to tune back in. And of course, there are many, many health benefits of meditation. I'm not going to list them here for you, but you can easily Google them up and find all the health benefits. But really, for me, I mainly focus on meditation for my mental health rather than my physical health, but the amazing thing is that it helps with both. The next thing I want to mention is that meditation can be done anywhere. It really can. I think that people think that meditation needs to be done in silence, in your room, where there's no one else, but really there are all types of meditations and you can find one that works for your lifestyle. You don't have to be closing your eyes and chanting away. You can be anywhere out in public, and it just takes mindfulness and awareness and intention to purposefully be still and be with yourself. So you can really do meditation anywhere. You just have to choose to do so. And the last point, again, is that I see meditation as a helpful tool. So if you don't feel like it's useful and if it's just another thing that you have to check off your to-do list, then I suggest you not use this tool and find other tools that will work for you. But if it does work for you, then amazing. The next tool that I would like to share with you is called Emotional Freedom Technique, EFT, and it's also called tapping. So this method uses tapping on ancient Chinese acupuncture points to release stuck energy in the body that are attached to thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. So how EFT works is by tapping on these meridian points as you focus on an issue, you are restoring the energetic balance in these areas. And also, you're signaling to your brain that you're safe and therefore it's lowering the stress response of that issue. EFT tapping has been scientifically proven to reduce cortisol levels, it treats anxiety, and doctors even use it to treat PTSD. So what happens with stuck energy in your body is that it manifests as emotional and physical issues in your body. So you may be unwell and your doctor may not be able to figure out what is wrong, and it's because of these stuck energy in your body. So by tapping, you are releasing these energies and allowing them to move through your body. EFT is really a deeper mind-body connection method, and it helps you process both the emotion and it brings the issue to mind for you to reframe it and clear it as well. So a phrase that I really love from tapping is it focuses on even though I feel blank. When you can insert whatever feeling you have in there, but even though I feel blank, I choose to love and accept myself. Isn't that beautiful? It's all about loving and accepting yourself. And so I really love this aspect of EFT tapping. You can use tapping for processing emotions, lowering stress, releasing pain, anxiety, fear, panic. You can also use it to cultivate self-love, which I have done before and I highly recommend. You can use it to release limiting beliefs, any limiting beliefs that you have. You can use it to manage your emotions or any troubling thoughts. And then also you can use it to install positive affirmations and beliefs as well. So there are many different variations of the order of these tapping points, but I like this visual by the tapping solution to the right here. And so you can take a look. First, there's the karate chop, and then there's for number 2, the eyebrow. And then we have the side of the eye, the under eye, under the nose, under the chin. And then we have the collarbone, and then under the arm, and then back to the top of the head. And then it repeats that way. If you want a visual to see where the points are and with someone doing it, I put a link to Brad Yates. That's his name. It's his channel, and he has a lot of different EFT videos, but also in this specific video, he shows you where the points are. So I'm going to quickly go over the process of what EFT tapping looks like, just to give you an idea. So at the beginning, let's pretend we're working with the limiting belief. So write the level of intensity of this limiting belief on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being I barely feel this limiting belief, and then 10 being that your limiting belief is very unbearable. And then after that, then you create your setup statement. So an example would be, even though I have this limiting belief, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So after you have your setup statement, then you will acknowledge and accept the issue and what you're feeling, the emotions, the pain, whatever stress, the things that are coming up, you'll start tapping. So you'll start tapping on that karate chop point, and you'll start acknowledging the issue. You're tapping through the points at this point, and you're allowing yourself to sit with whatever comes up. You're voicing out loud how you're feeling, you're voicing your fears, and you're really just processing everything, right? Bringing your attention and awareness to what's being triggered within you. And then after doing the tapping about maybe 3 rounds, you start to feel some relief. When you do feel some relief, you bring your attention and awareness to what you do want to feel, the new experience, the new feeling that you want. And then you're going to focus on that new wanted experience for about another 3 rounds of tapping. And then at the end, you'll rate your level of intensity on a scale, again, the same scale, 1 to 10. And if it's gone down from the first time, then you are good. And you can definitely repeat it until it goes all the way down to 0. But it really depends on how you're feeling, so really listen to yourself. And so a round should usually take around 10 minutes or so. It could be more or less. All these are just guidelines. You can do whatever feels good for you, whatever feels aligned, and take it from there. And then here I want to provide you with some resources so that if you do resonate with EFT tapping, you can go dive in a little bit deeper. So again, I mentioned Brad Yates on YouTube, as well as the Tapping Solution app. So they have an app as well as a website, and on the website there's also a lot of good information on their blog, but then through the app you can actually do tapping and follow along as well. So I really recommend these 2 resources. They're amazing, so definitely check them out. Breath work. All right, this is honestly my favorite and my go-to tool for processing emotions, healing, anything of that sort. I love breath work. So I am going to spend some time on this tool. And for me, breath work is just your intentional use of your breath. Through your breath, you're able to tell yourself and communicate to your body that you are safe. So I am very excited to share my favorite tool with you. Breathwork is a therapy that is used to access your subconscious mind to really release suppressed emotions and stuck energy from your mind and body. So what breathwork does, it alters the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in your body, making your blood more alkaline, which activates and deactivates different areas of your brain. It also quiets down the analytical mind, and so that allows you to stimulate your subconscious for deeper insights, intelligence, and higher consciousness. Our breath allows us to access the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system so we can practice emotional regulation and learn how to mitigate intense emotions, intense sensations with a calm mind. So you can use breath work for anxiety, stress reduction, mental clarity, heightened creativity, trauma healing, addiction recovery, and spiritual awakening. And I see breathwork as one of the quickest ways to really access your intuition. So how breathwork works is that it's a 3-part breath. There's different kinds of breathwork, different types, but the kind of breath work that I love is the 3-part breath, and it's done through the mouth, all through the mouth. So you're going to inhale into the stomach area, about 80% of the inhale. Then you're going to move that inhale up into your chest to finish the breath, and then you're going to exhale it out of your mouth with a sigh. And these three parts, they're all connected, so you're connecting three parts into one rhythmic breath. Some common sensations to be aware of so that you don't freak out when you're doing breath work is that your oxygen and carbon dioxide levels in your body shifts when you're doing breath work. So this means you will have over oxygenation of your body. And so sometimes some people experience lobster claws, or also known as tetany, or some people experience tingling. I experience a lot of tingling when I do my breath work, tightness in the mouth and the face, dry mouth, because we are breathing through our mouths, and then you can feel stuck emotions rising to the surface, crying emotions. You can feel hot or cold or both. That does happen where you get hot and then you get cold, and then you will feel resistant, especially if this is your first time doing this kind of breath work. So remember that as you are doing your breath work, you are in control of your breathing. So stay present and allow your breath to do the work for you, all right? Another important aspect is to set an intention at the beginning of your breathwork session. So when the first song comes on, I will guide you to set an intention for this breathwork experience, and really it can be really anything that's coming up for you in the moment. Some things that you want to have with you during your breathwork experience is an eye mask, just so you can really connect inward and not be distracted by anything that's going on in your environment. A blanket can also be useful because it'll make you feel really comfortable. So it's really important to feel comfortable while you're doing the breathwork. And so that's why I encourage blankets, a pillow, as well as bring some water, because as we're doing the breath work, you might get really thirsty or you might have a dry mouth. So it'd be helpful to have that water nearby. I encourage you to wear layers as well. That way, if you get too hot, you can take something off, and then when you get cold, you can put something on. And then lastly, a journal for after the experience. Some things might have came up for you, and therefore having your journal right there will allow you to be able to really just transition into writing out whatever came to you during the session. Some tips that I have for you is to not have any big meals within an hour of doing your breath work, because you really want to be able to be utilizing your body, and you don't want your body to be focusing on digesting food. I really like to apply lip balm or chapstick before starting because your mouth will get a little bit dry, and also drinking water to hydrate your mouth before starting. And then as you're doing it, my tip is to slow down if you need. Again, it goes back to listening to your body, right? Go at your own pace, slow down, speed up, whatever feels good for you. But the most important part is just don't stop. And here I have listed some of the things that I want you to be aware of if you have any of these diseases or any of these conditions that maybe you need to check with your doctor before you do this kind of breath work. Alright, so this next tool is called shaking. So it's all about releasing, letting go, processing, and allowing emotions to flow through you. So I think you see the pattern now that a lot of these tools are about letting go, releasing, processing, and allowing your emotions to flow through you. And it really is simple, but remember, simple doesn't mean that it's easy. So I'm giving you all these tools so that you can pick and choose which ones work for you. So I want you to think about animals in the wild, okay? So after an animal gets chased, let's say a zebra, right? A zebra gets chased by a lion. After the zebra escapes, the zebra usually shakes. The zebra shakes off after that traumatic event, and then moves on and goes about his or her life. They don't stay stuck. They don't keep thinking about the lion that just chased them. Humans are different. We don't do that. After we experience trauma, we're not good at completing the cycle of trauma by shaking it off, by really dislodging that stuck energy from that freeze or flight response. So because we don't shake, that energy, it gets stuck in your body. That's what shaking is for. We use shaking to release and dislodge that stuck energy. Shaking can be used whenever you're feeling stuck, frustrated, anxious, upset, angry, nervous. These are just some of the situations that you could use shaking for, but you can really shake for anything, okay? It can be really used for anything, and it's very simple. You just turn on a song and shake. It's really that simple. 3 to 10 minutes using your intuition to just guide how you move. Your body will intuitively tell you what area needs to be shaken. Once you start tuning into your body, it's not a matter of your mind telling you how to move. This is not a dance, okay? This is just pure shaking, pure releasing of stuck energy. So I really want you to realize that there's no right or wrong way to do the shaking. All you need to do is get a song or a few songs and start moving, start shaking, like really be on the ground and shake, move around, move your shoulders, move your whole body, whatever feels good to you. Shaking is really easy, so I kind of feel like it's a no-brainer, but not a lot of people know this information. So you are the chosen one to know this information and to also, if this helps you and if this resonates with you, then share it. Share it with others because there's so much healing needed in this world. This is our last healing tool, and it is an amazing one. It is a nature walk. I know, again, it is very simple. Really, it's all about going outside, being barefoot if you can, and walk on dirt. Reconnect with Mother Nature, Mother Earth. When you reconnect with Mother Earth, I honestly believe that you will reconnect with yourself that way as well. When you're out in nature, it will be peaceful, quiet, and there will be stillness, right? When you have stillness, you can hear everything around you as well as you can hear yourself. You can hear your intuition, and it allows you to be with yourself. So I know it's a very simple tool and it's like a no-brainer, but really sometimes we forget, and it's really been so healing for me to be in nature. And I left it for last because even though it's simple, it's really, really profound and really helpful for me in my experience. So I never want to downplay anything that seems like common sense because everything has so much value and it has something to teach every single one of us. So I am always very open-minded and I see things from a lens of wonder, a lens of awe, a lens of appreciation and gratitude. And I am so grateful for you as well for being on this journey, whatever journey you are, whether it's self-love, it's healing, it's confidence, or just personal growth in general. I'm excited for you. I support you. I see you. I value what you're doing. And I just know that after going through these tools that you're going to be so well equipped to make a difference in the world. I would love to hear from you what tools resonated the most with you and what helped you the most. So definitely reach out to me. You can email me or find me on social media, and I would love to connect with you. All right, well, this is the end. I will see you in another video or online or anywhere, maybe in person someday. But until then, I wish you a beautiful day.